What is going on, guys? My name's Jeff and this is Broken Paddock. Welcome to day 4 of Vlogmas. So what we're gonna do is dig out my jack and jack stands from behind this whiteboard here and attempt to put some brakes on the truck. They've been due for a little while and I do have them. So I'm gonna attempt to do the rear ones today before it gets any hotter and see how far it goes. So let's go ahead and unbury this jack and jack stands. Alright guys, I managed to get my jack out and I've got a jack stand ready to be positioned under the truck whenever I get this situated. And then I've got a few tools already out here. Pretty much the stuff to take the wheels off, and underneath that is the brake caliper tool to push everything back together so I can fit the new brakes on, and then the torque wrench to make sure the wheels are tight. Unlike the last place I put the tires on, I want to make sure my wheels are not going to come off. I've also got a couple of hammers and stuff, mallets, rubber and plastic in order to get the brake rotor off. And then I've got my full set of rotors, front and rear, and same with the pads. I'm only going to do the rears today. I don't remember which set they are, so as soon as I pull the wheel off, I'll be able to know exactly which ones are which. I want to say the bigger boxes are going to be the rears, and the heavier, smaller boxes are going to be the fronts. And these are all my Power Stop Extremes, and then I've got the Power Stop. I think I opened the one below this. So we're gonna go with, I believe this is the front passenger side. I went with the drilled and slotted. So those should look pretty good on the front of the truck. And I think I've got the matching ones for the rear. So let's go ahead and get this thing jacked up and get the tire off so we can get started. Alright, so I managed to get the one wheel off. I do need to have the shocks rebuilt eventually. Not really worried about it right now, but we are dealing with the brakes. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, but they're pretty low. So we're gonna go ahead and get those knocked off. It is gonna be the bigger boxes, so I can go ahead and deal with that. I just have to go pick up the sockets to do the back of the calipers and the hanger brackets. And once those are off, I'm gonna go ahead and support this and get these all replaced. Alright, so let's go on a whim. And I got the brake caliper off and I'm pulling the pads off. So I still have the back pad on. I just pulled the front one off. And I'm gonna focus on it. Let me see if I can get it to focus. There's pad left, right? Pretty sure there's no pad left. So it wasn't making any noise. Computer system said it was still good, but you can tell how low that is. I don't think I could have gotten any lower and not had problems on the rear. So glad I'm replacing these today. We're gonna try not to let it get that low again. I have brake dust all over my camera now, but at least the inside pad had more. Look, it still even has the line on it. So didn't have any issues breaking or anything like that, but yeah, glad I'm getting these replaced and gotta figure out how to get all the brake dust off my camera now. Alright, now we managed to get the caliper hanger off. So it is a little dirty, and I gotta replace these springs here and on the other side, but those should be in the box. Now I gotta do the fun part. Break this loose. Tapping it and rotating it. I think I also have to let the e-brake off because that's what's holding them right now, and I completely forgot about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and set chocks on all of the wheels and pull the e-brake. So yeah, unfortunately we're not having the best luck with doing this. Having trouble getting the rotor off, and let me show you why I'm having trouble getting the rotor off. As you can see, the rotor's a little rusted. This is after spraying some WD-40 on it and hitting with a hammer a few times and a little bit of heat before and after the WD-40. So I'm just having trouble breaking it loose around this seal. And I've hit it with a hammer between the lugs, trying to get it to break loose, and none of that is working. Sadly, I think we may have to try and take a break, only to let the WD-40 do its thing a little bit more and get something to drink or something like that. Take a little bit of a breather and then come back out and try it again. Alright guys, I've been at this for a few hours, and unfortunately, as much as I'd hate to admit it, I was unable to get the brake rotor off on the one side that I started on. So here's where it is now. So it's still on. I tried to beat with a hammer, tried to heat it up like all the suggestions say. I've got WD-40 and liquid wrench all up in it, and that's just not working. So it never became loose. Made sure the e-brakes were off, pulled the brackets all off and everything else, and even removed the sensors out of the back just to make sure. So not really sure where to go from here. Probably gonna have to, unfortunately, call the shop and have them do it, which is not what I want to do. But I've done all as much as I can today. I may swing by O'Reilly tomorrow and see if there's anything I can pick up. I do know Liquid Wrench has a couple of new options since the last time I had bought some, so I may swing by the store on the way home tomorrow after work and pick those up. I think one's like more of a freezing option that'll help get it off, and then I'll get both sides in the air and see if I can get this side off again. I figure I'll try it again before booking the appointment, but unfortunately didn't get much done today, and probably could have spent better time on the, you know, on the Porsche or something like that. But it is what it is. I will catch you guys for day 5.